Okay, we'll give everyone a little bit more time. Hey, Ariel. Hey, Katie. And then we'll get started. I'm so excited, you guys. I every single year I'm like get so excited for New Year's and I'm like, I'm gonna do this like New Year reset and I'm going to set intentions and all these ideas. And then as I just said, this time of the year is just so crazy that before I know it, it's like March. So I'm really excited to hold space for all of you guys today. Today's going to be definitely a different call than normal. I feel like when I hop on master classes, normally I'm teaching and talking the whole time, and I am going to be talking for the hypnotherapy, but honestly, the majority of it is just going to be holding space for a lot of journaling and a lot of self reflection for you all so that you can really feel this really nice exhale to start your day and to start this new year. So, definitely want to encourage you guys to mute yourselves if you haven't already, just that we don't distract or have any like ringing. Okay, there we go. And also grab a journal. So I don't know if you guys saw my voice notes on Telegram. If you did not, it's okay. If you could grab preferably like a big piece of paper or a journal, and then some like colored pens would be amazing. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to grab that. And then I toyed around with doing the hypnotherapy first, then doing the journaling, then doing the hypnotherapy. But we are going to start with hypnotherapy today, you guys, because I feel like it's just going to feel more feminine and juicy, especially for the girlies that are here that are like, okay, I don't really know what I'm wanting to call in for 2024 or just like not feeling a lot of clarity. Because then we get to just kind of let go and release and connect with really like what our highest self and what God has in store for us for the new year. So, really excited for that. So, if you want to just find yourself somewhere cozy, if you're not already, I see a lot of you guys are already in your cozy little pods. So, love that for you guys. Okay, looks like we are just going to get started. So, got a full house today, lots of familiar faces, also some new faces. So, if I haven't met you before, hi, welcome. My name is Rachel, and it's great to have you here. What a great way to start in Restoring Eve, honestly. And like I said, really just starting the year off as well. So, find yourself somewhere cozy, somewhere that you're not going to be disturbed. If you can lay down, amazing. And that's what I would encourage you to do. If not, you can also do the hypnotherapy seated. So if you want to turn your cameras off, you can. I totally understand either way. No correct way to do any of this. So whatever feels intuitive and good for you is what I recommend doing. I do have a little bit of a longer hypnotherapy today because there's a lot of purpose behind it. Lots that we are wanting to shed from 2023 and lots that we're wanting to step into for 2024. So, again, just find yourself somewhere cozy. I am going to stop sharing my screen. So, just remember with hypnotherapy, if you have not done it before, you can always come out of it. You are completely safe, and I will guide you out of hypnotherapy. Essentially, what is to be expected is it's very similar to a guided meditation. It just normally has a lot more relaxation so that we can access your subconscious mind. So it's just a lot more powerful and restful as well. So you'll be able to leave from this feeling really rejuvenated for your day. Okay, finding yourself laying down somewhere cozy. Just begin by taking some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Each breath relaxing you deeper and deeper. In through your nose and out through your mouth. If you're laying down, you can find your palms facing up and let your feet widen as they rest, being sure to not cross your legs. If you are seated for this hypnotherapy session, just making sure that your spine is tall and the crown of your head is extended to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, out through your mouth. Each breath relaxing you deeper and deeper. And on the next gentle inhale, begin counting your inhales as 4 counts and counting your exhales as 6 counts. And when you feel ready, I want you to bring all of your attention and awareness down to your stomach And make sure that you're breathing deeply into your belly rather than into your chest. So again, breathing deeply into your stomach, inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 6 counts. And on the next gentle inhale, bring all of your attention and awareness down to the bottom of your feet and visualize or imagine a golden light at the bottom of your feet. Remember that there's no right or wrong way to experience this. So if you can see it, feel it, hear it, or sense it, whatever your experience is perfectly fine. On the next gentle inhale, I want you to begin using the power of your mind to move the golden light up over your toes and allow it to gently wash up through your ankles, over your shins and calves, knowing that everywhere the golden light travels through your body, it allows you to become more deeply relaxed and at ease. This golden light acts as a scanner, scanning the body for any old stories that are no longer serving you, any stories that we're going to release so that we can step into this new year fresh. These can be stories that are attached to your lineage, your parents, their parents. These could be stories attached to your worthiness, to perfectionism, to self-judgment. Whatever it's time to let go of, just trust that the golden light knows. And the more permission that you allow this golden light to work through you, the more profound and successful this journey will be. You might not know exactly where it is in your body that these stories live, but trust that the golden light knows exactly where to go and what to do. And if you would like to time the movement of the light with the rhythm of your breath, do that now. Begin moving that deep relaxation up through your knees and your thighs even further. Continue to move that relaxation and complete surrender up through your pelvis and your hips. And on the next gentle inhale, go ahead and move all that surrender and expansion, almost like you're melting into the surface beneath you, up into your stomach. Every bone, tendon, and muscle just letting go. On the next inhale, notice that golden light traveling up your fingertips, your wrists, and your arms. Even further, moving up through your chest and your heart space. Gently moving up through your shoulders, your neck, and your jaw, releasing all tension in your jaw and removing your tongue from the roof of your mouth if that is where it lies. Releasing all tension in your mouth and your cheeks and your forehead, allowing yourself to relax. Finishing by bringing that golden light up over your third eye, the crown of your head, so that your entire body is wrapped and held completely surrendered and supported in a beautiful golden light of deep relaxation, complete peace, and total ease. As I count from 5 to 0, each count will gently bring you down deeper into your own subconscious mind. And you have the power and ability to take yourself down even deeper just with each count that you hear. Find yourself moving all the way from 5, 4, letting go, 3, allow yourself to release, complete surrender into 2, and 1. Notice if there are any residual pieces of you that are holding on and give yourself permission to let go. And 0, deep sleep. Remember now that every time I hear the words deep sleep, this is your hypnotic indicator and reminder to release, relax, and let go even further down. And when you're ready, I want you to imagine that you're standing in a wide open space, maybe in nature, maybe on a mountain or down by the beach. Perhaps you're in the desert, but you're somewhere that feels safe and comforting. Something about this scenario and this environment brings you a sense of groundedness and calm. So notice your surroundings and remember that it does not matter exactly what you see. It matters how you feel in this moment. And in this environment, you feel expansive. You feel alive. Even the colors that you see around you are more vibrant and the images are more awe-inspiring. You're wearing a long flowing dress that is gently dancing in the warm wind. What color is it? What does your hair look like? Brush a strand out of your face as you feel into the beauty of this moment and this place. When you're ready, I want you to start walking forward slowly, taking in the colors and feels of this environment. What does it smell like? Breathe it in deeply. When you feel ready, using your mind's eye looking up ahead of you now, you'll notice right there in front of you is a small mossy staircase with red hibiscus flowers all along the banister. It is so beautiful and inviting. I want you to move towards it now. And when you feel ready, you can begin walking down the steps, feeling the moss beneath your feet, soft and warm. Once you find yourself at the bottom of the stairs, take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep exhale out through your mouth, entering deep sleep. When you're ready, take another gentle breath in. And on the exhale, you look to your right, and in front of you, you notice the most strong, large, beautiful tree you've ever seen. I want you to make your way over to the tree and sit at its base, allowing your back to rest comfortably against the tree trunk, feeling absolutely held and safe, completely at ease and supported. Sit here for a moment and hear the birds above you, feeling the warm breeze on your body, reminding you that your being has always been more than enough. And as you look up to the blue sky, you notice how vibrant it is, more blue than you have ever seen. Connect for a moment with this expanse of blue sky opening above you, receiving the light of the Father, the light of consciousness. Imagine the warmth of the sun flooding you with solar light, flooding your cells and opening you with its gentle penetrating clarity, clarifying your body of everything you're letting go of from this past year and creating space to receive. As you sit here under this tree, I want you to visualize the woman that you are becoming. How does she move through her life? What does she dress like, and how does she carry herself as she walks into the room? What is her essence, her purpose? How does she speak to herself? What does she believe is true about herself? As you imagine her moving through this new year, I want you to tap into what the felt sense is. What does her essence feel like? And allow that to dance through your body now. As she moves through this new year this way, what outcomes are possible for her? What goals seem unavoidable because of her essence? I want you to consider what this will do for her romantic relationship, how this will impact her career, her business, her family and friends, her hobbies, her spirituality, her self-development. As you imagine all of your goals for this new year and the effortlessness of these things coming to you with this essence, I want you to remember that this feeling that you're feeling now within your body is not just about the outcome, it's about the journey of becoming. That in the recognition that this feeling is already within you, we depedestalize these goals and realize that they are inevitable and that the journey can be beautiful as well. So you start to feel this deep relaxation and peace, surrender, provision. I want you to get up from this spot by this huge tree. And you'll notice to your left, there is a blue, clear lake, glassy and still. And as you make your way to the water's edge, I want you to drop a pebble into the center and notice the water rippling out. As the ripples flow further out and eventually slow down, the water once again becomes quiet and peaceful, and so do you. Now, standing on the edge of the body of water, imagine that there's a light right between your eyes. What color is the light? Picture that light as a bright beam that extends from your head into space. And to start your journey today, we're going to follow that beam as it leaves this building and travels up into the sky. And as you follow this light into outer space, take a moment to notice the beauty of the earth below you, the crystal blue ocean, the serene white clouds. Allow yourself to enjoy this perspective for a moment. Once in the vastness of outer space, you'll notice a nearby light beam of a differing color. Begin to follow that beam back down to Earth. The beam is taking you back to Earth exactly 1 year from now, 1 year into the future. January 2025. Keep following this beam down, noticing the curvature of the earth and the geography stretched out below you. And as you grow closer to the end of the beam, keep noticing where you are. This is where your future self lives, you, 1 year from now. Gently come into contact with the earth and notice where you are. Notice what dwelling or nature surrounds you. Notice what city you're in. Taking a moment to breathe this place in. What are the smells? What is the feel of the air like here? Now move to the dwelling of your future self. What does it look like? What kind of landscape does it have? Are you in the city? Are you in the country? Are you in the jungle? Are there trees, flowers? If so, what kind? Get a sense of this place. As you approach the front door, the entrance to this place, you are about to meet your future self. Yourself 1 year from now, 1 year from today. As she opens the door and lets you in, Take a good look around. Greet your future self, say hello, and notice the way that she returns your greeting, welcoming you into this time and place 1 year into the future. What does this person, the future you, look like? Notice how she is standing. Notice how her energy takes up so much space in this beautiful home, full of confidence and grace, kindness and love. Notice what she is wearing, what she smells like, and get a sense of her essence. Now take a moment to notice the inside of this dwelling. What kind of person lives here? What are the colors of this place? Is anyone else there? Now, when you're ready, I want you to move with your future self to a comfortable place for a conversation. Perhaps she offers you something warm to drink. Settle in and make yourself comfortable for a talk with your future self. There are questions that you might want to ask your future self. So begin by asking, what are you doing with your life now? What do you love about your life? I'm going to give you a moment now to hear the answer. Now ask your future self the following question. What do I need to know to get me from where I am now to where you are? What would be the most helpful? Listen to what your future self has to tell you. Good. Now tell your future self one thing that is really bothering, hurting, or worrying you right now. Something that you're trying to overcome or something that is currently causing you pain. And ask her, how did you overcome this challenge or heartache? Next, I want you to ask her, what is our purpose? Finally, ask your future self to tell you one word that is going to be important for you to remember when you're feeling down or need support to keep moving forward towards your goals this year. What is that one word? As you're about to leave, you notice that your future self has a gift for you. Receive the gift now. What is it? What do you notice about it? I want you to ask her, what would you like me to know about this gift? Bringing this visit to a close, I want you to thank your future self for being here with you today and sharing so much wisdom with you. Giving her a big hug, feeling her warmth and her love and her tenderness. Now take a deep breath, breathing in this experience, remembering what you need to remember. And when you're ready, I want you to find your way back to the beam of light. And journey back up the beam, watching this world of 1 year in the future grow ever smaller as you move into space. Again, you see the blue and green ball below you, clouds swirling around it. Notice that your beam of light has intersected with a different beam of light that will bring you back to this year and this location. Follow this beam of light back to the present time on Earth. And as you travel down this beam, notice the Earth growing bigger and bigger. Moving farther down the beam, notice the geography of the area, the skyline and the landscape of the area, and finally come back into the room here today. In a few moments, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I count to 1, you'll be refreshed and ready to remember everything about your inner journey, feeling rested, rejuvenated, refreshed. And when you open your eyes, please remain silent, remembering everything that came to you for a quick moment of reflection before entering the Zoom room. 3, coming back to present time, feeling more alert, feeling your body laying down wherever you're laying. 2, stretching your body, arms overhead, stretching your legs out wide, feeling the ground beneath you. And 1, opening your eyes, feeling refreshed and alert. I'm going to give you a moment to reintegrate into life, and you can go ahead and join the Zoom room whenever you are ready. Hey, everyone. How was your experience? I'd love if you guys would share in the chat really what the experience was like for you. Maybe something that you got out of it that you weren't expecting. If you want to share what the gift that your future self shared with you, really anything that you want to share. So for the second half of this call, we are going to be doing desire mapping for 2024. So my intentions in having the hypnotherapy first was that you could go into desire mapping with a lot of clarity of what you're desiring for this new year, to create intentions and purpose so that we can move through our life with that masculine structure and that inner union that allows us to really feel fulfilled in life. So again, really just holding space for you guys today to move through a lot of these exercises. And this is a very, very simple one. It's going to feel really nourishing to just get some clarity and also write down some of the things that have come through within the hypnotherapy for this new year. Rachel, thank you for sharing. It felt very real. She gave me a shamanic drum and told me to keep using my voice to lead. Wow, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. So if you want to grab your journals, I'm going to give you a little bit of time. I know you guys are probably coming back into life still. It can be a lot after hypnotherapy. Just grab a little beverage, grab some water, grab your journal, grab those pens, big piece of paper if you have it. Ariel said, I felt such a motherly essence from my future self. It was comforting to be there with her. She gave me a purple diamond necklace to symbolize God's love. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Ariel. So if you thought this was going to be a complicated masterclass, couldn't be farther from that today. Literally, there's 3 slides. It is going to be very, very simple. We're just going to create some overarching clarity for the new year. And then in our call next Friday, hopefully you're able to attend that as well. We are just going to be a lot more of a teaching exercise. So our call next Friday, I'm going to be teaching you about your authenticity, because a lot of the times, especially with New Year's intentions, why, first of all, we don't stick with them, and second of all, they don't really feel good, is because a lot of the time we do it from a place of comparison or from a place of what we think we should desire for the new year, what we think we should desire based on other people. Again, comparison of any kind, programming, whether generationally, or, just imposed upon us from our family or from our peer groups or whatever. So we're going to create this desire map today, but from our session next week, which is going to be a lot more of a teaching session, I'm going to be teaching the whole hour. You will be able to create clarity and refinement, and also ensure that everything that you are establishing for the new year is actually in alignment for you. Because a lot of the times it can be very easy to look at someone else on Instagram and be like, oh, like this is her morning routine. So like this should be my morning routine because she seems happy and that it'll make me happy. And then we try and do it and we're like, yeah, this like sucks. And I'm not going to be doing it long term. And then we just like feel crappy. So refinement is really important as we connect with our authenticity, as we connect with our femininity, and really just, again, make sure that things are in alignment for us specifically. So let's see. Vera said, it was wonderful and calming. I received a golden key that should tell me all the answers lie within me. Wow. I mean, that rhymed, but that's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. So fun, you guys. Thank you so much for all these beautiful answers and for sharing all of this with me. I know that it can probably feel very private and intimate, whatever experience you had in the hypnotherapy. So I really appreciate all of you guys that are sharing. Thank you. So desire mapping for 2024. Here are the foundations of what we are doing. Colored pens is really important to me. It doesn't mean that you have to have like a rainbow, even if you just have like a black and a red pen, like whatever pens you have that are colored, incredible. It really, really helps with our neurology, the way that our brains perceive words. Specifically, if we have different colors, it makes more of an impression on our subconscious brain. So what I want you to do is create a desire map. I like to use this word because vision board, I feel like, is something that is effective, questionably. However, I think that we are doing it very incorrectly based on what I know about the subconscious mind and goal setting. So what I mean by that is a lot of vision boards that I see going around the internet, going around, are vibey and like gorgeous. And like that background you have on like your phone or your laptop, so beautiful, like such a vibe. But it's more of like not a vision board. What am I trying to say? Like a inspiration board. It's not really like a vision. So the way that our subconscious mind is going to be more receptive to setting new goals and a way that it can actually replicate them and create a lot of intention around them for your new year is with actual words. So you're going to want to use whatever your first language is, whatever your brain thinks in. If that's a different language than English, do it in that, write it in that, and then using different colors. We are just going to work through these categories very simply. So there's no right or wrong way. I would encourage you to be as specific as you possibly can. So I would actually do the personal development one last. I'll explain why in a second. So for career, you're going to want to literally be so specific of how many employees do you want to have a year from now? How much income do you want to have a year from now? How much you want to have saved in your finances, right? Like you can be as specific as you desire, but I want this to be like numbers, you guys. I want you to get as specific as you possibly can for you and what's speaking to you in this moment. So that's an example of career. For home, it's like, instead of being like, oh, I want to live somewhere I feel peaceful, it's like, no, like get as specific as you can, which is why hopefully the hypnotherapy was really supportive, and created a foundation for this exercise. So for home, where do you want to be living? How many rooms does it have? What do the floors look like? Like as specific as you can with the things that matter most to you. I want you to get really specific with love and romance. Like if you have a partner right now, what do you want that relationship to look like and feel like for you? For hobbies, what are the hobbies that you pursue? How often do you want to be doing them? For friends and family, again, as specific as possible. What do you want that pillar to look like? More specific equals better. So I would argue that the way we should be doing vision boards is like this, is having like a big piece of paper with just literally so much like ramblings and different colors on it because your brain is going to be perceiving that a lot more clearly and being able to move into that, like switch and change the paradigm of what's possible for you in your life via this route. So hopefully this brings a lot of clarity for you guys. If you have any questions, you could drop them in the chat before we get going, or as we get going, but I'm just going to play some nice music for you guys. We're going to have this as the background and just encouraging you to move through these at a pace that feels good for you. And if you wouldn't mind just letting me know in the chat whenever you are like, okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit of music for you guys. Hopefully you all have your pens and paper out to move through this exercise that, again, we are going to be refining next week. So as you move through these, remembering that we want to do personal development last. The reason why I want you to do it last is because you'll get in touch with your essence through the other categories. And when I think of personal development, especially personal development, when we're looking at the feminine and feminine beings, is I want you to think about your essence. Personal development from the masculine is also important. I would consider that to be more aggressive. I would consider it to be more like practices and steps you're going to be doing every single day. And for this practice, I want you to more tap into her essence. So as you move through these pillars, bringing a lot of clarity into each of them, I want you to finish this journaling exercise up with personal development. And when you do so, I want you to just write words, just words of what her essence is. So that can be something like confident, embodied, grateful, light, easeful. Whatever words really speak to you and whatever words this future self carries within her body and within her essence. Always something that makes me feel really grounded is getting connected with my feet, connected with where I'm desiring to go, giving purpose to every single day, and helping you move towards something. And what I practice a lot, which you guys all know about, is this inner union. So not only being integrated within your feminine, but integrated within your inner masculine as well. An inner masculine is very oriented towards vision and purpose. Specifically, our liver meridian, which is actually responsible for hormone imbalance, is also responsible for our vision. So if we are disconnected from our vision in any way, we feel stuck, we feel
Like we don't really know what our goals are. It can actually perpetuate hormonal imbalance. So not only is this exercise here to make you feel good and grounded as you step into this new year, and I cannot even wait to bring more of the feminine pull in for our call next Friday and start to refine some of these things that we've written down, maybe add some new things, but it also is going to help you balance your hormones, believe it or not, because really every single part of our body is so integrated and connected to other parts of our body. And as within, so without. So if our liver, for example, is struggling with allocating our hormones properly or having enough energy to get us through easeful periods, if you're having cramping during your periods, oftentimes this is going to impact your external vision as well. So your vision for your life. Okay, everyone, how are you feeling? I know that that was a lot for our call today. Lots to dive into, but hopefully feeling so refreshed and just so clear about today, about the year moving forward, about your desires and goals and dreams. And my simple challenge for you guys this week until we dive back into this list you created next Friday is I want you to tap into this essence of this woman who has met all these goals, has achieved all these goals, has already stepped into this future self, and tap into her essence. And every single day, as you move forward this week, I want you to ask what is a simple thing you can do to show up as her today? So it doesn't need to be perfect. It does not need to be 24/7. But how can you start showing up as her? How can you start showing up for those goals you wrote down? If you're wanting your business to grow, how can you do one thing every day to move the needle? If you're wanting to repair your relationship, what is one thing you can do every day to step into repair? If you're wanting to be more confident or more embodied or more in your feminine or more easeful, what is something you can integrate every day to become that woman? Again, remembering that we want to de-pedestalize this concept of goals. We want to look at goals from a place of our feminine where it's about the journey as well. And remembering that God's journey for us has so much joy in it. And there's so many little pearls there. And oftentimes the only thing keeping ourselves between where we're at right now and what we're desiring is this like resistance that we create by pedestalizing the goal instead of realizing that whatever essence, whatever energy, whatever evoked emotion is attached to the goal, we could actually bring into our current day today. Thank you so much to everyone who stayed till the end. I'm just so happy to see all of you guys here and really excited to hear about the transformations that this call has brought in for you. Yes, so the recording is going to be shared on all platforms. So it's going to be in Vitality, it's going to be in the Muse membership. So Laura, you will have access to that. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Thank you, Emily, Kaya. Thank you, Ariel, Vera, Sarah, Tamra. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend. Lots of love. Thank you, Morgan. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.